All right, I'd like to call to order the meeting of Orangeville Town Council for Thursday, March 3rd. This is a special council meeting. We're going to be discussing the Ukrainian situation and approving an event to be held here. Could I have a motion to approve the agenda, please? Councillor Peters, seconded by Councillor Andrews. All in favor? Any disclosures of direct or indirect pecuniary interest? Seeing none, other than Councillor Andrews is of Ukrainian heritage. Are you ready to declare that, sir?
Absolutely.
And proudly.
Proudly.
Absolutely. All right, Ms. Porman-Cherry, could we have our national anthem, please?
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, David Nairn, Artistic Director of Theatre Orangeville. We'd like to acknowledge the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe people, including the Ojibwe, Potawatomi, and Odawa of the Three Fires Confederacy. This meeting is being aired on public television and or streamed live and may be taped for later public broadcast or webcast. Your name as part of the public record will be included in the minutes of this meeting. Any member of the public connecting via telephone is reminded to press *6 to mute or unmute. Please remain muted until the chair requests comments or questions from the public. So today's meeting is under presentations is a Ukraine event and support. Targeted for Sunday, March the 6th. It was necessary to bring council together to approve this as there is some expenditure of money and town resources in terms of staff time. I wanted to give a little bit of a background here. On Monday, Councillor Johanna Downey from the town of Caledon reached out to our EA, Andrea Shaw, asking for a meeting with myself and I guess Mayor Thompson and some of the staff of the town of Caledon to announce that they wanted to have an event to discuss the Ukraine situation, and they wanted to have an event in Orangeville and another one in Caledon on Sunday, March the 6th. The requirement for our event, of course, we've lit up the town hall. There's been some cost and expense there. We've got some potential rental costs for the speakers and microphones and what have you for the event. Some flags that will be purchased and put up. Potentially a tent rental and of course staffing costs, total cost of less than $2,000. I guess, Mr. Brennan, we just need a motion to approve this event and the expenditure of this money. Is that correct, sir?
Your Worship, that is correct. I think Madam Clerk may have some wording for a motion. We just want the council to endorse this event with Caledon and whomever else, and also with the lights that's on Town Hall. And then we can arrange to set up and make some expenditures and get the proper paperwork in place.
Right. So just to give council and the public some background, we have a draft agenda and some speakers organized. I've asked Councillor Andrews to be an MC for this event. We also have speaking Peter Shaturin, who is the president of the Ukrainian Canadian Congress Toronto chapter, has agreed to speak. The Honorable Sylvia Jones, Honorable Kyle Seaback, and in my stead, Deputy Mayor McIntosh, as I will not be able to be attending. We also have tentatively one of the clergy from Ukraine Orthodox Church to provide a blessing, and the intention to play both the Canadian and Ukraine national anthems, and request from the Poltawa Ukrainian Community Club of Terracotta to ask for donations and have a collection box at the event. And that is more or less the intent for the meeting. So, Madam Clerk, do you have wording you wish to read out, ma'am?
Mr. Mayor, all I can say is everything has been covered in what you have said and what the CAO has indicated. So we will be actually partnering with the Community Club of Terracotta, the Ukraine Community Club of Terracotta. So I'll just add that into the wording of the motion itself, and which will include the lighting up of Town Hall.
Okay. Could we have somebody to make that motion, please? Councillor Andrews, seconded by Councillor Deputy Mayor McIntosh. We have some hands up. Councillor Sherwood, go right ahead.
Yes, Your Worship. I don't think we have any issue with the funding, because in our committees, under council, we put a $10,000 event in our budget to cover incidents like this, like similar to when we had the Raptors. I thought we had more than enough money to cover this, unless the treasurer had another spot in mind. I don't see why we can't use that. This is the type of things we wanted it for.
Yes, I think we can maybe ask the treasurer or Madam Clerk if that, or Mr. Brennan, if that's the correct place to draw the money from. I think the need for this meeting was more approval, because the mayor can't wave his hand and say, let's do something. We have to have our council agree to this. So that's why we're having the meeting today. But Mr. Brennan, is that where the money would be drawn from? Is the special event fund that we've created?
Your Worship, through you, I will let our treasurer speak, but I would say yes, and I don't think there's much difference in such small amounts of money. But Madam Treasurer?
Through you, Your Worship, to Mr. Brennan and Councillor Sherwood, that would be correct.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Councillor Sherwood, and thank you, Madam Treasurer. Let's go with Councillor Andrews and then Deputy Mayor McIntosh. Councillor.
Thank you, Your Worship. Just wanted to express my heartfelt thank you for you reaching out to me, but also representing our community in this fashion. I know it is certainly on the minds of many of us, all of us, that we're sitting at this virtual table, but I am honored to be asked to MC. I look forward to receiving some of the information, and as I've indicated, I'm very much endorsing what's taking place on Sunday. So I look forward to participating.
Well, we know with your history in broadcasting, there could be no better MC for this event than yourself, sir. So thank you for taking that task on. Deputy Mayor McIntosh.
Thank you, Worship. I was just wondering about advertising for this event. What's the town's plans? I know we don't have much time, 2 days really, but yeah, obviously Facebook, I guess, and the website. But I just wonder if there was any other ideas the town had to advertise this.
Yeah, I think it's obviously too late to get in the newspaper, Deputy Mayor, but I don't know. Ms. McKinney, do you have some ideas how we can get this out to the public as soon as we can?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, Sheila and I were actually talking about that this morning, and she's reached out to Rogers. They've agreed to participate. We're just trying to figure out whether that will be live or recorded. So it will be news release as well as getting it out on the town's channels, which are well received and have a fair amount of followers. So we do anticipate that news will spread fairly quickly.
Very good. Okay, thank you, Deputy Mayor and Ms. McKinney. Councillor Post.
Thank you very much. I'm absolutely happy to support this event. I was just wondering if someone could give a bit more information. I know it's on Sunday, but is there timing, location, any of that stuff that's been determined yet?
The intention is to have it at Alexandra Park in the area in front of the cenotaph on the concrete there. Town staff will provide a podium and speakers and a microphone. It'll just be a very simple setup. I know we have reached out and I believe the organizers from the Ukrainian club may be bringing some signs and some flags as well. I know that Councillor Andrews did also order a Ukrainian flag. I'm not sure if that's arrived yet, but the intention was for us to fly that proudly at Town Hall as soon as it arrives. And again, we should, include that in our approval today of a motion that we will fly the Ukrainian flag for some period of time during this conflict that's ongoing, which we certainly hope and pray will end soon. Let's hope.
Can I just follow up, Mr. Mayor? Was there timing? Was it meant to be in the evening when it will coincide with the town hall being lit up and, something along those lines, or is it meant to be during the day?
It was planned for noon, Councillor Post, because the president of the Ukrainian Congress was going to be invited, and the fact that they wanted to have a duplicate event in Caledon at 2 p.m. that that was the timing that was really told to us was to have it at noon so they could coordinate everything. So
okay, thank you.
At noon on Sunday at Alexandra Park. Councillor Sherwood again.
Yeah, Your Worship, you mentioned about it being in Alexandra Park. I would assume then that staff has got to go in and make a clear out of all that snow for accessibility, or do they maintain that? Is that always cleared out? So I haven't been by recently to see if that's on their to-do list.
I was there just a few minutes ago, and there's somebody working on the walkways as we speak. Mr. Osmond, go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Your Worship. Through to Councillor Sherwood, that's absolutely correct. Staff are already started on the site, and we will have staff. We have staff on weekends now in our parks operation, so they will be at the site during the weekend as well to make sure the site is in full preparation for this, totally accessible and clean and ready for everybody to participate.
That's great, Mr. Osmond. I know there's quite a few little snow banks there for people to try and get over, so much appreciated to you and your staff. Thank you.
All right. Yes, Councillor Taylor.
If I may, just to Mr. Osmond, the weather on Sunday is supposed to be the nicest of the year thus far. It's supposed to be 12 degrees. Wow. So the snow should be gone, a little rainy, but I wish this event all the best. 12 degrees can't be any better when you're at this time of year.
Excellent.
Looks good.
All right. So unless there's any further comments from council, all in favor of this?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you. I just wanted to, I was at FM 101 yesterday. As some of you know, I've been involved in the radio bingo with the Lions Club, and I did mention to the studio that this event is likely to happen on Sunday, so they'll probably have coverage of it. And if staff could reach out to FM 101 and confirm, I'm sure they'll broadcast as well the message out to the public. The radio bingo has been pretty successful. There's been quite a bit of money raised, and we as both the Lions Club and FM 101 have collaborated on this. The intention, of course, is for this money raised to be turned back into the community. I'm going to be making a recommendation to the Lions Club that through Lions Club International, who is already doing some humanitarian fundraising for the Ukrainian crisis, that some money be donated from the radio bingo to Lions Club International for humanitarian relief. That amount will yet to be determined, and it'll be in a coming Lions Club meeting as per our process. But I do want to reach out to other service clubs. I'm sure they're already thinking about this to contribute, because the humanitarian crisis is going to be significant here with the refugees that have left, and also the damage that's been done to cities and infrastructure. There's going to be some serious issues going on in the near, if not, well, immediate future, I should say. So I just wanted to add that in there, and I think there will be other service clubs that'll step up as well. Councillor Andrews, and then Deputy Mayor McIntosh.
Thank you, Your Worship. Very quickly, 2 points, one of which I guess working with Ms. Duncan and or whomever else in the communications department, since all of us on council have robust connections to our community through our own social media sites. Is there an official name that we are in fact declaring this event to be called? And then secondly, I think that the other point that you've shared is a wonderful gesture, and I know that many of the community groups have also reached out and are looking at some direction. So I think the most important piece is, what is the event called? And so thus, any, information that we have that we can share on our sites as quickly as possible to get the word out would be very much appreciated.
I wonder if I can bring in Andrea for a sec. I'm looking at the document Andrea Shaw gave me, and it's titled Orangeville Caledon Area Support for Ukraine. Andrea, is that the official title of this event?
Yes, with the Paltoa Ukrainian Community Group and the town of Caledon.
Poltava. It's called Poltava.
Poltava. Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah.
Yes, we've been working on already like in unison marketing. So we have a lot of that information already set up in the back end, and we were just looking for, I guess, approval today. So you will have all of that information and marketing information as soon as we're offline.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, Andrea, this document, I guess, maybe you can share that out to the councillors for give all the information. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Worship. I was just going to give a shout out to Country 105, because I know they did our 10-hour walk last weekend, so they seem to be almost more agreeable to some public things. So
yeah, no,
we could just give them a call.
Good idea to reach out to them as well. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, councillors, I think that concludes this discussion and meeting for today. Are there any questions from the public, Ms. Pormancherry or Madam Clerk?
Through you, Worship, there's no one currently on the line.
Okay, so we need there's a recommendation that the bylaw listed below be read 3 times and finally pass. A bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Orangeville, the special council meeting held on March the 3rd, 2022. Motion from Councillor Post, seconded by Councillor Peters. All in favor? And a motion to adjourn, please. Councillor Sherwood, second by Councillor Taylor. All in favor? All right. Thank you, everyone.
Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye now.
Bye.